Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. Today we're talking a little bit of an outrage, it would seem. So today the Mortal Kombat store updated, and hey, new content. We love new content. That's great. I'm all about new content. But one of the pieces of new content seems to be a little overpriced here, and I'll flash some tweets here because I'm not calling them X's or whatever the frig Elon wants to change it to. But anyways, yeah, you can see throughout Twitter, throughout all sorts of social media, people are not happy about one specific thing, and that is the new Halloween Fatality. And adding a new Fatality as DLC is a novel concept. I'm not even against it, right? But the issue is the cost. So you can see here it costs 1,200 dragon crystals. And when you make things cost dragon crystals instead of, actual currency, sometimes your brain gets tricked into thinking it's not exactly as much as it is. So for context, 1,200 dragon crystals. Me as a Canadian citizen, so everything, my currency with a K, right? If I wanted 1,200 dragon crystals for $12.99 Canadian, I can get 1,250. So effectively about 1,200, just a little bit more, right? So 13 bucks Canadian, not including tax. And that will be, 10-ish bucks American. And therein lies the issue. So for roughly $10 American, this is what the Halloween Fatality costs. And it's just a fatality. It's an interesting fatality for the interest of, if you want to buy the product or not. I won't spoil it here, I guess. But it's very Halloween feeling, right? It has a pumpkin, kicking pumpkin heads off people's heads, all that kind of stuff. But for 10 bucks American, that's a lot. A single fatality, that's a lot. And then herein is the issue. Is that too much? And frankly, you can see I haven't bought it yet, right? And I'll buy a lot of stupid things. Like I'll buy a lot of skins. I bought a Shao Kahn axe for like 300 dragon crystals just because I thought it looked cool, right? So I'm willing to dump money into this stuff just because I'm a sucker like everyone else. But this is a bit too rich for my blood, especially considering it's a fatality. Now, conversely, so for roughly 40 American dollars, you get the MK1 Combat Pack. And what do you get in that? You get a whole new skin with Jean-Claude Van Damme. You get 6 characters, 5 cameos, and hell, those 6 characters, you gotta assume 2 fatalities each, right? So 12 fatalities, roughly. So all this content, 40 bucks, 6 characters, 5 cameos, and a premium skin, and the one singular one-off seasonal fatality is a quarter of that cost. I think the Combat Pack is a pretty good deal. You get a lot for what you're paying for. And then you compare directly to this. Are you getting a lot of what you're paying for here? I don't know, man. Some people, they're really all about the fatalities. If you get this, God bless you, more power to you. But this seems like a bit much, especially because people have a fixed, acceptance of certain costs, right? So you can see here, Halloween themed color costumes, about $5, right? I actually might get that Kung Lao one. I like that kind of purple, dark green color scheme. Anyways, I might be a sucker and buy this myself. I don't know. We'll figure it out after I record this video. But yeah, $5, that's a good price for a DLC item, right? If this fatality was $5, I guarantee you no one would have blinked an eye. I think that's about fair. $5 for a fatality? Okay, yeah, sure. Versus $10 American. $10 American is what a character would cost. You know what you get out of a character? You get potentially up to 1,000 hours of entertainment if you like that character a lot and you play them a lot in the game, right? A character is super dynamic. There's so much things you can do with a character. And this isn't even a skin, right? This is just a fatality. So you don't even get to see it represented other than the end of a match. And there's not much else to say than I think this might be a little bit of a misstep. The pricing feels a bit more like a gouge, and honestly, you would attract more people, I think, if you lowered the cost, because you wouldn't have a potential backlash. And look, once again, if this was $5, I'd probably buy it. But at this price, no dice, man. Especially because, it's costing me almost $15 after taxes Canadian. And to the point, you can see in the corner, I already have some dragon crystals, right? I stockpiled. I'm a dummy. So I could just get this. I'm not going to. I'll save it for some other thing. And as you can see here, that big fat check mark, I'm willing to put the money in, right? So just not here. I myself, I'm a very big sucker for all sorts of cosmetics, all sorts of DLC items. As you can see on the screen right now, generally speaking, if you put it out, I'll buy it. I support DLC in all fighting games. I'll put it that way, right? Because it's my primary hobby. But there definitely has to be a point where you realize something's too much, and I guess this is perhaps a breaking point for some people. So this is both just a PSA to let you know that the Halloween Fatality is out, because when they announced it originally, it was not out. And now that it is out, it might be a little bit too rich for most people's blood, which is a little unfortunate, because I like the idea. I love the concept. Like, I like the seasonal skins. I like the seasonal stage. A seasonal fatality? That's sick, right? Like, American Thanksgiving's coming up. If there was, like, a turkey fatality or something, or if they even brought in guest DLC characters like Turkey from Thanksgiving, which I highly recommend you watch, by the way. It's an amazing film. Like, all of it's great. Give me more stuff, but please make it reasonably priced. Thank you very much. So that said, a little bit of a PSA, I suppose, and that's the video for today. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Mortal Kombat.